bicycle home. Luck Stitch's crew hold a common thread, a misfit bunch where memories tread. They're guardians, so strong and true, protecting the crew as they journey through. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Way weavers weave a tapestry grand, unraveling mysteries hand in hand, sailing the waves beyond the stars they soar, forever seeking more and more. Explorers at heart with whimsy and glee, the Wanderpus crew set their spirits free, in pursuit of good with chaos untamed, to find a new place to make their names. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Luminaries' minds, curious and bright, they explore the unknown and seek the light. With every text and book unfurled, more is understood of this new world. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Seen God steadfast against the tide, protecting the land they stand with pride, rising up from the city walls, keeping the rest safe through it all. Mysticians with their gift for spell, in the threads of magic they weave and dwell, observing the universe's hidden seams, propelling the crew to their hopes and dreams. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky.
What's everybody's favorite die shape? My favorite die shape is an 8-sider, and my least favorite die shape is a 12-sider. Because a 12-sider looks like a 20-sider, but chunkier, and I don't like it.
I like the 30s.
I feel uncomfortable about a 30-sided die.
I really love D12s, Alan.
Do you really?
Yeah,
I'm down with the D100.
I love the chunkiness.
You like the chunk? My least favorite die shape is anal.
That didn't need shared.
That's how we're starting.
That wasn't mine. I was just reading what fucking blueberries were saying. Anyway, hello everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of this season of Hell. We are playing Blades in the Dark at Renic's request, or Imperial's request. And yeah, we're gonna see some more of Sonnery, everybody, like our spooky side. Real quick up and things that are important to this game that you'll need to know about. At the end of the game where we robbed the museum, Iskra and Forge and Katori and Seth grabbed the recently wounded Grandmain, who was shot in the head by We Are Ode, the first mate of the Storm crew. You guys took him back, and Iskra, having recently put golden fangs into her mouth, is attempting to turn him into a vampire, and things are not particularly going well. You can see his blood is turning into gold as it's like running through his body, and his heart's not designed to pump gold, so we're having some problems there. But we'll get right into the game, and I'll introduce the players. Sorry, real quick. We are playing Blades in the Dark. It is a Forge in the Dark system. We are going to be rolling dice pools of 6-siders, so the highest rolls that we're looking for are like 6s. Those are 2 6s are the absolute. Getting a 6 is the absolute best you can do. We don't add them together. You are just trying to get one high number. And that is how it works. So it's like when we roll, we're not getting like a 12 and not looking for it. During this game, I will offer to everybody a bonus die. For every single roll that you have, you can make a bonus die roll, but if you roll 2 6s on that, it counts as a 13, and the world gets a lot harder for you. But know that the die is always there. Just a little bit of mechanical things for us. But we have Kole playing Royce.
Good evening, everyone.
We got Akhana playing Akhana.
Hello.
We got Imperial playing Renic.
Hello, everyone.
And we got Amanda playing Iskra.
Hello.
Excellent. So let's get right into it. Iskra, it's been a couple of days at this point, and you've had to call in help to try to figure out what the hell's going on. Are you keeping the fact that you have Grandmain alive a secret, or does everybody know about this?
I mean, I'm assuming the crew would know.
Okay, so the whole crew does know. Then, hold on, let me get Peanut.
Peanut, ever reliable you are.
Well, this is still his chain smoking days.
Yeah, this is still Peanut. This is Peanut before the eye patch, and he's still smoking. This is before he goes to hell. Not Forgiven has played the Flame Boil card, which will make this game a lot harder, or you can pass it on to the next game, getting extra difficult. Don't worry, that doesn't hurt Katori's game in any way, because it doesn't hit guest GM cards. So what you would be doing is making the Sleepaway Camp game for K, Nameless, Kui, and Ivo much, much harder. Would you like you guys' game to be 4 times harder than normal, or do you want to double it and pass it to the next game?
Jeez.
That's a hard decision to make.
What if I play my own to add on to this, to then double, and then add it to the next game?
You'd have to double it
for
next time.
Yeah.
So it was played once, and Not Forgiven played it with the intent to double it and give it to the next person, which is what is happening today. So your game is already possible of being harder if you accept it. Or you can double that and give it on to the next person, so on and so forth until the very end of the month. So if y'all want to just keep making...
My next game is at the end of the month. If you want to just keep passing this.
That is literally what Not Forgiven is doing. That's it. That 10 candles game.
I'm down to pass,
geez.
everybody.
No survivor.
Yeah, I'm down to pass. Either way.
Absolutely. Okay, so, 1 second. If that gets passed on, I'm going to remove... Alright, we're not going to need this complication then. Next time.
I'm the complication.
Yeah,
You guys can
next
stop
time, strange
Giving Alan
monster.
dice. He doesn't need them.
I do not need them. I'm good. But thank you. So Peanut comes in here, and Peanut has brought with him. Peanut has definitely brought Akhana, Renic, Iconic is how I pronounce you two together. It's pretty all right.
Adorable.
Fusion dance win?
Yes.
Right? The two of you become iconic, which is, I don't think it's anything like Dragon Ball Z fusion. I'm really thinking it's Steven Universe style fusion. So you guys got 6 arms.
We just have to 2-headed giant pilot one character.
Yep. It's actually like Akana's face just comes out of Renic's mouth because he opens it really wide, and her face is just in there wearing him like a helmet.
I don't like
Swoop in.
that.
No.
That's just how I'm seeing it. Anyway, so Peanut comes in and he has brought Royce in, and everybody's here just staring at this guy's body, and he is convulsing. Iskra on the bed. You can see pretty much exactly what's going. Iskra, are you in Quest? Are you a doctor? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, can you roll me an attunement roll?
Leave it as risky.
Controlled. And yeah, controlled standard. You can take that bonus dice if you want, but if you roll 2 6s on it, bad shit still happens.
I'm just gonna roll 1 for now.
Absolutely. So 5 is a full success, no stress. And like through your doctoring of what does it look like for Iskra to like give this guy a once over?
So, being a Korean, it's definitely more on the magical feeling side. So to give him a once over, like I can't heal his wounds if they are killing him. So it's just kind of a desperate attempt to keep pressing heal to keep him alive. It's
Yeah. And like you can tell that like his spirit energy is all over the place. He spent his entire life containing one particular kind of energy, and you can see his knickknacks around the room. Because you take off people's clothes to put them in a hospital bed, and like his like glass rosaries that are sitting in a dish are like vibrating, and they constantly like move closer to the edge. And like he has a bunch of religious iconography all over him, and it's all resonating, but it's all off. Like Royce, the second you walk in this room, everything sounds like the wrong tune. It's almost like nails on a chalkboard to you.
That's annoying.
And Peanut's wearing like earmuffs. He's like, "What?" He also has a cigarette in his mouth.
It's annoying, Peanut.
Yeah. I don't like this guy. And it's just like, and he jumps up on the bed. Cause again, Peanut, normal cat size. Iskra, you see a bolt of lightning like leap out of him, almost like static electricity, and it blasts out, and it hits one of the cabinets, and not the whole thing, but like instead of like scorch marks or like burn marks where it would be, you just see that part of the cabinet has turned to gold.
by lightning?
By lightning, yeah. The lightning arced out of Grandmain and turned the cabinet partially to gold.
Is he conscious enough to know that that's happening?
I don't think so. I think we're dealing with like cold sweat situation, like head jerking back and forth. Like, I think maybe he's in like slow motion jerking back and forth, if that makes sense. Like everything he's doing is like really labored. And also like from the studying, he weighs so much more. I don't know how much more a person would weigh if you replaced all of their blood in their body with molten gold. But he weighs however much that is.
Wow. Peanut, can you help explain what just happened?
And Peanut's just like, oh, hold on. He grabs a oh yeah, okay. Nika, go ahead and roll me that 100-sider for the penny slots. There's a journal in this room. you guys find Grandmain's journal was in his stuff. It's just like sitting with his thing. It has an elaborate glass lock on it. Don't worry, 69 doesn't have any like particular.
Nice.
It's not sexy. It literally just says pockets. So
It is now.
Would it be safe to say that I still have the glass key from the heist?
oh yeah, you can have that key for sure.
Can I try to open the journal with that key?
Yeah, okay. He's shooting out electricity. Iskra's just like going through his stuff. Yeah, it lists
Looking
out
for
his
clues.
Yeah. It lists out his day. It mentions the fact that skimming it over, a lot of it is like, I'm not gonna say it's written in a cipher, but a lot of it is just like, thank you, for giving us our daily bread kind of thing. He talks in prayer in this. Like he is constantly giving thanks. But the closer you get to the end of it, the more it is just like it's mentioning you guys. There's a section that mentions that you all are the Wander crew has started building stadiums around the world, and they are afraid of the influence you might begin gaining on the world. They are the folks, the upper crust of Hymnal, are scared that you guys might find a way of like entertaining people to keep them content that is not reliant on the resonance. Like, because they don't make shows to make you happy. You literally go home in Hymnal, sit down in front of like this little mini obelisk of glass, and it makes you feel good. Just sitting there is a good time. Like, it's not doing anything, but you feel good doing it. And that's how it works at Hymnal. But they're afraid with you guys' expansions into entertainment, all of your shows, all of your sports, like web ball and everything, they're afraid they're going to lose their edge, which is why they built a very fancy arena there. And they have no idea that you guys had that set up, a tower inside. Nowhere in the diary does it say that they think you're spying on them or that you have the ability to spy on them. They just don't know that. And then it definitely says that they have seen, this is like the night before you guys robbed this place, there have been reports of an unknown ship in the sky around the city. We believe they are up to no good. We are going to make a concerted effort tomorrow to track down these foes. This was like written literally right before you guys went and robbed the place. So they already knew that they were going to be robbed, which is how he was there at the end. It also states that seems unlikely to be the Wander crew. But everybody's been wrong before.
Yes, this seemed incredibly unhelpful. I'm just gonna put it back down.
Peanut's just looking at it. He's just like, Akhana, can you grab that? Just you know.
Peanut, you want to explain why you have us here?
It's like, it's simple. It's just like, this guy. It's like, I think we're trying to save him. It's like, I feel like it's gone too long for us just to like put him out of his misery. So we got to figure this thing out. It's just like, go ahead.
Part of why he's like this was just trying to save his life. I didn't want Hymnal to be that mad at us.
I understand. Hymnal is. Remember, this is the beginning of September, so Peanut thinks that like the Hymnal is still furious. You guys really haven't done anything to calm them down, but this is like day of rage situation. And it's just like, yeah, it would be great to give them back their leader. And he just like looks at him and he's like, I'm not sure what kind of condition, but he's just like, I heard that his blood appears to be, and he like lifts up the chart. And it's just like, his blood is made of precious metals. I got the 3 best minds in here right now. They know how to deal with weird shit. What do we got? Like, what are thoughts that we're dealing with? Is there any way to, like, fix this? What's up with the electricity? That cabinet just turned to gold. Is that real gold?
It appears to be, yes.
He's just nods. He's like, what's this going to do to the economy?
Is this some kind of obviously some kind of transmutation? Is this side effect from how I'm not entirely sure what you did, Iskra, but is this some kind of side effect from this? Have you seen it before?
Have I seen it before? No. I mean, I got some gold vampire teeth. I thought turning him into a vampire would stop him from dying since he got shot in the head. I mean, they're gold vampire teeth. I honestly didn't know what would happen. I just, like I said, I didn't want him to die because of us.
Sure, of course.
That bullet wound has mostly healed. Every once in a while, like, you'll see a little bit of arcing lightning, and the lightning itself has pulled the bullet out, and like this was probably like hours ago, the bullet fell out of his head and is now sitting in a little dish.
Well, I am no medical professional, but it appears to have mostly closed over. So I'm guessing this his blood is made of gold, you said? Or just precious metals in general?
Thick gold.
And obviously this cabinet, this is some strange transmutation magic.
No, I don't know about the magic per se, but the silver dwarves, we get our hue from working with silver for many, many years. But it's a gentle exposure. This is like he got a shock of gold straight into the system.
Peanut nods along with it. She's like, that. It's like, is there anything we can do here?
I mean, a cat scan would be a bad idea, right?
Gold's not magnetic, is it?
Not
It is
typically.
not.
Do we have? Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We have a type of technology that could do something similar. Take pictures of vital organs without cutting them open.
Yeah, I would assume that we have that kind of stuff. I don't think this is a roll. I think we just have the stuff. What questions would you guys all ask by looking? You see his like body, like you see the whole like layout. The obvious things are he is like filling with gold where all of his blood should be, and his organs are slowly turning solid. Like you can see his organs are shutting down because they're gold, and like he just doesn't have the energy to pump the gold through himself. Like he cannot like his body cannot control the gold, which is his problem. It's just like, fucking your problem, nerd. But then, yeah, what other questions? Like that's what you guys obviously see.
Where is the gold coming from? Like you said, his bloodstream is filling with gold. Like, is it coming from a specific place?
Yeah. The second the blood passes through the jugular where Iskra bit him, that line of blood will turn into gold.
So
How
it's,
much
it's,
longer does he have? Like, we've got less than 24 hours.
I would say, yeah, you got would have about a day, or at max maybe 2 days if you could find a way of slowing it down.
Do we have a way to put him in some kind of stasis? Magically?
We have seen somebody put in stasis before with the obsidian that we had. You guys have a bunch of it left over.
But just by looking at his body, is the main problem that his heart is unable to pump gold?
Yeah, that's the main problem.
And you can't survive on gold instead of blood?
He might be able to survive on it.
I might be able to make a silver heart to pump the gold.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
The problem arises in the transplanting of said heart.
That sounds technical.
Okay, wasn't expecting open heart surgery at the game today. Give me 1 second. Okay. No, continue with what we're doing here.
I can put a bit of my know-how from making, bodies for spirits to live in. And I'm sure I could whip up something that could pump the gold. It's the attaching into the body part that I'm not sure on. I'm no doctor myself.
I mean, what if we focused on the magic part of it? Is there somebody we can go talk? Is there somebody we can go talk to that would be more of an expert in this?
Well, are we talking to eliminate the problem, or just give him more time so that we can solve it with some other solution?
I don't know, a little bit of both. I mean, it depends on who has information. And what information they have.
If you look at...
I'm sorry. No, I was gonna... sorry. You go ahead and finish what you're saying, because what I'm about to say is probably gonna, change the direction.
Sure.
So
if you look at the scan right here, it is where it goes through where I assume you bit him that it turns to gold. So if we can bypass that, it will not get any worse. And I don't know if there's an easy way for us to remove the gold and add blood. That seems very macabre but I don't know how you medical types work.
Now, Akhana, hearing all of that, you know a couple experts on being a vampire.
Yeah, I mean,
and you basically got him on speed dial if you wanted to call him in. I guess
I gotta call 2 vamps and a goth girl.
Gotta call in 2 vampires and a goth girl. All right, so I think Peanut hears the name of them and she's like, "Who?"
All of us, who?
Who? Because we haven't heard of them yet.
I think this is probably after Akana's first concert with them, because obviously Akhana knows.
It has to be, because that happened immediately.
Sure.
What are you kids into these days?
I know people, and just the last, I had to go to, okay, and Peanut knows this because he made me go to Gibbet to find out what happened after I sent the marquee there to save ourselves, and to save him, really.
And now they're all just an industrial rock band.
So what happened was they learned to play music. They got hooked on some green juice. And they're really good. So I'm their manager. Ta-da!
And they just look at...
Story.
It's just... it's just great. I'll read it again. And then,
I promised them we could tour around, But they're vampires, so now we can ask them questions.
Yeah, just casually. Here are my friends that happen to be vampires. No big deal.
Yeah, they look down. A goth girl is also a vampire. She was the vampire bodyguard of them.
Right.
She's 20 HP, fucking deals 8 damage when she swings her sword. That's how strong goth girl is. She's just really bad at piloting her mech named Drum Machine.
We don't know that
She's
yet.
She's not yet. Right now, we just think she's really competent.
Do they even want to be around me?
Oh, these vampires are not afraid of silver.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're cool. They're the cool version of vampires.
What are
They have
afraid of?
light sensitivity. They are not always undead, although Grand Main is gonna be undead. We're making something new out of Iskra.
Oh.
But they look down at Grand Main's body and they're like, "What is this?" And they just they go over him, and it's just they nod and then they confer, and then they come back to you, Kole. Are you familiar with the mana batteries of Gibbet?
Unfortunately, yes, I am.
That is... I believe you could make a stasis chamber for him. Basically by pumping... And he, pulls out a can of Midnight Rush.
Yes.
And it's just temporarily, we'll have to continue to run infusions of... This is the purest magic that we have, that I know of currently. We will begin researching more. You are going to have to find a power source for this heart that you're making. It's I see no problems with the silver heart it might work. It could work. And he's looking over your plans. It's I believe that conceptually, you just don't have a power source for it. And unless, do you want to just use a bunch of mana batteries? We can help you out.
Here's a question to the DM.
Yeah?
Would the flame from the Silver Dwarves work?
The silver flame, I mean, yes. It's a very powerful thing. Alright, this game has changed directions again.
Is this lightning that he is throwing off going to interfere with your design?
Yeah, we forgot how to figure out the lightning.
No, that I think is similar
Can we use the lightning as the power source?
Oh, smart. We conduit the lightning to the silver heart.
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
thing, right?
I'm down with you guys' bullshit.
Hearts
I mean-
are electrical wiring.
To be fair, silver is very conductive.
I just made a really weird noise, and I wish I wasn't holding down the fucking caps lock button so you guys could all hear that. I didn't want you to hear it. I don't know if you did. It was just a weird noise.
No.
My body just went... I had to make it again, because fuck. It was so weird! Anyway, so now we're in a fucking workshop. Alright. I was expecting to be, robbing places, but we're not. That's cool, don't worry, guys. How are we making this? How would each one of you I know Akhana and Kole and Akhana and Royce are very good with, their hands. And I know Renic is really good at calculations. And I guess Iskra would be the magical component for this.
Good idea. So we need some kind of a limiter for the electricity or something to take the excess charge away from the heart and away from the body.
I think that's what the silver flame could do. It would
What if-
the silver would absorb that magic, and then you guys would just reroute it again. Because that is how I've described. Because the robots, sorry, everybody, real quick, the robots that were in Lullaby forever ago had a power source that lasts forever. It doesn't go away because as they use magic, they absorb the used magic and just keep it on a cycle. I know it doesn't make any sense in the real world, but that's how this game
It
works.
does. It's like saving kinetic energy and recycling it.
It's just
So what if we gave him a staff that he can funnel the electricity through, so he's just like a walking Tesla coil?
Can he make noise?
Let's
I'm
not go
curious.
giving him random things now. The channeling his own electric powers into the heart, which then gets channeled into the silver flame, and then vice versa, would work just fine, I think.
Did he have electric powers? Because this also seems to be doing a gold thing. It seems like also a part of whatever is causing him the problem.
Hmm.
You know,
Do we
this
still
world's
need
just
to
weird.
go rob? Do we still need to do a robbing?
I don't. Roll me a 20. I know we're playing Blades in the Dark here, but Renic, roll me a 20-sider. This is just like a quest studying thing. 15 is a success. So yeah, Renic, you recognize the fact that you can see the signature of a curse happening with this electricity, and the signature. I don't know how you do this part of it, but you basically have to give fucking like Iskra it's like, hold on, I need to look at your teeth.
Mhm.
And like you can
This is going to
see-
sound very strange. I need you to open your mouth.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, go
tongue
ahead.
depressor just in there, just like
Yep,
Don't-
pretty much.
We've
Right.
done worse. Go ahead.
her fangs, like long and sharp, very vampiric, and like you've been brought up to speed on like how that is. They also have the residue of the Midas touch curse. Not as bad. Iskra's not gonna be like turning everything to gold, but she can turn what she bites into gold. And you see that it is going because you rolled a full success. It courses through her body. Iskra, have you used your electric powers since you got these fangs?
No.
Renic, you see there's a bit of a problem. Like, it's mixed together. If Iskra fires her lightning powers and rolls a crit, either way, a 1 or a 20, by using her lightning powers, a 20, you turn what you're hitting into gold, and then you guys can use that. A 1, you're hitting what you turn what you hit into gold, and that's probably your friends.
Ooh.
You're, these are causing a problem for you. And then he explains this thing. Your waveforms overlap. It's a bad idea.
I honestly didn't think it through.
It happens. That is not the most impulsive thing I have seen a member of the Wander crew do. Let us be honest. I was on an entire space mission with Gemini.
Fair.
Yeah.
Peanut's in the other room with a survey. He's just like, I need you to fill this out. And it just says the most impulsive thing the Wander crew has done. So he's just out there. He's handing all of the crew this thing. It's just like, I need you to fill this out. Most impulsive thing the crew has done. Thank you. Sign it. Thank you. Here you go.
So I would not recommend really. Well, I mean, if you can keep it in the mid-range on intensity, I would. Otherwise, I would not recommend using your lightning abilities until we can figure this out. With the waveforms overlapping, it's a good chance you are going to start turning things into gold.
Okay.
And that becomes a whole different problem.
Yeah, don't tell Krieg.
Oh yeah.
A, don't tell Krieg. B, I assume you do not want that to be the case, and now we have to fix that as well.
Yeah, I mean, that would be preferable. I would hate to accidentally turn any person into gold.
Okay. So, just without leaving the silver thimble, with just like you guys' stuff around your workshops, the city, like everything you guys have access to, what would you guys have to like build this thing? Like, tell me the supplies that you have, and I will give you guys 6 ciders equal to how much I think that is good. Because then we're all gonna roll to see like how we did our parts, except for Peanut. Peanut's doing great. He rolled a 6.
I've got a ton of silver.
You do have a ton of silver, and you can just whistle and move silver around.
Yeah.
I think Renic. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. You go ahead.
I think Renic fills a chalkboard with calculations on what kind of volume and weight it is needs to move, and how the strength of the underlying silver needs to be modified, and how all the stresses that go into it. Yeah, a bunch of physics. Sorry, Seth. That's what Renic is good at, is the math.
Absolutely.
I want to nerd out with Renic on that too.
So I can't even use my lightning to help test this product.
Well,
You just have to worry that you don't roll a 1. That's all.
Okay, yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
That's
easy.
or,
It's simple.
or a 20.
You can roll a 20, but if you roll a 20, something good gets turned to gold.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah,
and
roll
then, like,
1, turn Royce into gold.
Right, roll a 1, turn Royce into gold. Roll a 20, like turn a workbench into gold and get yourself like 100 coins.
Ooh.
But then we lose the workbench.
Please don't. That's a good workbench.
I was gonna say, incoming cards to turn things to 1s.
Right? It's like always 1s. Akhana, what's the heart look like? Like, if we're designing it.
Well, it's got to have the necessary chambers. So dual chamber. It's got an inflow and an outflow.
4 piston.
It's got it's got to have pistons for sure because it's got to be metal. I mean, come on, it already is metal, but it's got to be even more like capital M metal.
Got that V8.
You got a nice hum to it.
It's just like I
No
didn't think about
exhaust,
what his
though.
heart sounds like when it fucking beats.
Like a Hemi. Come on.
I did not know we were gonna have like this conversation today. I wasn't ready for it.
For my supplies, could I adjust my spy glasses to help with like accuracy?
Oh yeah, like turning into like jewelers.
Yeah, like have a lens that switches in for like fine metal work and the jeweler's type of glass.
For sure. Akhana turns into Q for a second.
No. I don't
Too
have a
bad.
goofy visor.
Oh, okay, my bad. Akhana turns into that character that looks that's supposed to be kind of like Q, but they're from
Oh, no.
Tango and Cash, and they had that dog that's head blew up.
No. That's worse.
That's just it's very
Fine.
specific. How's this Tango and Cash joke working for everybody?
No. Okay. I do have an infinity sight, so it is more like Q, to be honest.
All right, so yeah, Akhana and Voice and Voice. Have you just like put on glasses and are smoking a pipe next to the chalkboard? Because I really.
You're like halfway between me and Renic just was like, yes, no, you're correct. Those calculations, that line there is perfect. But if we do this, and then like I make new calculations, and Renic's like,
Oh, yes, I see. If we apply that methodology instead.
Yes, and then that circles around to what you read up here, and it should work better.
Right, of course, but then if we apply this theorem to that piece, and we get a better end result, or at least more reproducible.
Yeah, that'd be more efficient too.
Goth girl with her pipe in her mouth. It's like, yes, efficiency is key. Yes. Yeah.
Do we
So it's-
still have a
Go ahead.
problem? Do we still have a problem with his organs solidifying?
I think.
Because
Oh, good.
well, if it pumps through the heart, does it still need this mechanical heart? Does it still need to be heated to a more of a liquid, or is it going to keep solidifying?
Oh, okay. You want to like? He's gonna be really hot from the inside out. Like everybody's just like, two vampires and a goth girl voice and Renic all turn their heads, glasses. Every single one of them have glasses and a pipe. It's like, yes.
Yes,
Just
quite.
nodding.
We can solve that by simply redirecting some of the lightning into a special chamber in the heart that melts the gold.
As long as it is a
Ah.
constant voltage or a constant flow, and not intermittent like it has appeared to be.
Yes.
Although that was just the discharge, so maybe.
What about the organs that are already solidifying? How do we reverse that?
Well, it appears that's mainly a problem with the gold replaced blood just settling in the organ. If we get it moving, I think that will sort itself out.
I concur, yes.
Can you fit that in with your plans, Akhana? Pipe smoke, pipe smoke, pipe smoke.
Pipe smokes, pipe smoke.
Seems to line up, yes.
All of you roll me roll me I'm gonna say it's Tinker for all of you with 3 bonus dice.
Is this a controlled roll or risky? Or desperate?
Controlled. Actually, specifically for Iskra, it's definitely attunement. But it is
okay.
controlled.
Controlled standard?
Yes, controlled standard.
Do I still get 3?
Yeah, still 3. Still 3.
I'm gonna
Just make
add
it-
your bonus dice.
Nice. We got a 6 from Renic. We got a 6 from Iskra. So like so far we're doing great.
6 from Royce.
6 from Royce, 6 from Renic. All right, Akhana. I know it's your least favorite part of the game. The dice.
It's fine. I was just trying to figure out where. What did you say?
Oh,
what
what-
type of roll? I'm sorry.
So it's going to be Tinker. Yep, and then
Standard.
controlled, standard, 3.
Got it.
3 bonus. Yep. Okay. We only had one tough choice. Like one thing. So, Akhana, the lightning arcs off of it, like just as like you're trying to like you getting it built, but Iskra's like holding her electricity in it as is like. Does it look like an anatomical heart, or does it look like an engine, or is it somewhere between it? What is?
I think the exterior shell is definitely like a heart. And the
But the
normal
inside's
valves,
built like an engine.
yeah, the normal valves and stuff are like I've tuned it to look like an engine. It's a masterpiece.
For sure. All right. And it doesn't beat; it just revs like an engine.
Yeah, so if he's ever in a room alone by himself, it's gonna sound like he's purring the entire time.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go see how Grandmain likes his fucking.
He's just gonna purr all the time, so he likes everything.
Yeah, it's like you guys like
He's
you'll
just
never
be
know.
happy and content. No.
Genius.
Canon.
Genius.
That's canon. Yeah.
It's like
better than the
loves
Harley
it.
Davidson potato.
Oh
chip.
god!
you have gold blood, and you're gonna be happy about it.
That is a face.
Yeah, try to make a gold sphinx cat vampire and not have its mouth wide open. It won't happen. I tried for a while. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna lean in because it's funny.
They're just yawning.
Yeah, it's just like a big old
Mid yawn.
yawn.
You caught him mid yawn. Yeah.
He's gonna do the blep afterwards.
Oh, the blip.
That's like a little gold blep.
I love it.
Wait, so
like,
did we do it? Did it work?
yeah, you guys all like
Yes.
you guys got the surgery done correctly. Like
That's
Peanut's
crazy.
just like the one like that was doing the open heart surgery because he's a man of many talents.
Yeah.
Got the steadiest
rubbed
hands
in.
as long as he's got his cigarettes.
Right? Yeah, it's really good.
Tucked behind his ears.
Is, at the beginning of the month, that's when this happened. So he has gloves on and he puts the heart in on a plate. Like Royce is just like, don't let Krieg have that. It's still out of his body, beating incredibly slowly and lethargically, but you have a solid gold heart.
Wow.
I don't know what you would do with it. What the crew would do with it. All of you together have this.
Well,
Specifically, you four have the final call of what we do with it.
you can always make another person.
Can
Seems to
we
be my
just-
thing now.
Can we lock it in a safe until we end up in a situation where we need
Yes.
Sure,
whether
sure.
to like pawn it
Please.
off or I
Yeah.
think we should just lock it up and not tell anybody else where it's locked up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is a secret between all of us then?
I can
I
take
think
care
it
of that.
needs to be.
Blood
I
pack,
could-
go.
I can imagine one or two of the crew that I wouldn't trust with this. So Peanut like goes and pulls out his most secure locker key, which is just one of those lockers from like a YMCA. And it's just like, yep. It's just like no
Safe and
extra
sound.
body parts. Yeah, he just like puts it in safe and sound. He puts it. It doesn't close the first time. He
Oh,
slams it,
God.
and then it like, and then he's like, hold on, and he like lifts the latch and closes it.
Hate
It's
that.
like good. Nobody will get in.
Mm-hmm.
So Grandmain, whose first name is actually Solaris. Grandmain
Hysterical.
is what everybody calls him because he was like the leader. Is like now sitting straight up, looking around the room with his eyes like really, really wide, and you guys see his like paw go to the wound in his head, and then he looks around at all of you. He's like, "Where am I?"
Guys, we could.
You're safe. I'm sorry. For whispering? What?
You're currently in the Silver Thimble, sir.
He looks around. He's just like, okay. I was shot in the head.
Yep, you sure were.
You were there. Pointing at Iskra.
Yes, but it wasn't my fault. However, your current condition is.
One of the vampires leans in. It's like, yo, she made you a vampire. Fist bump.
Maybe a little
And-
too early for that.
It's gonna be 3 vampires and a goth girl.
Oh shit, 3 vampires and a goth girl.
He's gonna be on tambourine.
They're just gonna hold the microphone up to his heart to hear him purr. Yeah.
I think he is starting to get a little bit like hyperventilating, but
Oh,
it does
no.
just sound like the engine revving up.
So, I don't know how to. I don't know how to deliver this news delicately. You are a vampire. Your blood is now gold. We did have to do open heart surgery. We gave you a new heart made of silver. Works like an engine. We saved your life. You're welcome.
You are
It's
quite
pretty
literally the $1 million man.
It's like Grandmain is just like, Iskra, can you roll me a? I think this is a consort. Since you don't have anything in it, it will have you roll 2, and then you will take the lowest. Although
Okay.
my free die is still on the table. And for that one, you'll be able to roll 2, because you're always going to be able to roll at least 2 if you take my free die.
Just don't roll 2 6s.
I'll take your free die. Is this controlled or risky?
Risky.
Okay. And then
This
still
is seeing-
standard?
Great, actually.
Okay.
You will have a great effect. If you actually convince him that like
man.
what you did was good for him.
Okay, and then under bonus die, am I rolling 2?
2,
Or
yep.
3? 2?
2.
Okay.
Perfect.
You got the 6 anyway,
Yeah.
though. 2 and a 6, okay. Yeah, he just like looks around the room and like he looks at the scarring of his chest, but you guys rolled really well for that, so like he doesn't have any like notable, like we can't see like gold leaking out of it, and we don't see lightning or anything. You guys did a good job. Peanut knows his way around a blade, even if it's a scalpel. And he's just like, all right, but is this a stopgap or is this forever now?
This is forever.
Yeah, I believe it should be good for quite literally forever. The dozen or so of us did the calculations and ran through the numbers. It should be good. Though if you do have any problems, do not hesitate to stop back in here. All of us will take a look at it, make sure you're doing fine.
Or if you want to be more discreet, we can come to you.
He's just like,
So I mean, like the vampire thing is forever. Are you asking about the
Yeah.
artificial heart or otherwise?
I think I was more worried about like, and now Grandman's like crazy calm because like he's just like, all right, he's accepted the situation. I think he's doing that thing where you're sitting on a hospital bed and he's like straddling it really awkwardly. Like he wanted to sit on it like a horse, but he realized only too late did he realize it's just a little too wide and it kind of hurts. This is just real life experience speaking to everybody here. But he's just like, okay, and what's the sunlight? How's the sunlight gonna affect me? Oh, I heard vampires don't like the sunlight, and like the 3 in the corner, like we don't like it very much. It's like, but we all have hearts that beat, and like I guess you do too.
This is a good question.
Exposure therapy. Gotta find out.
You are kind of a new. I don't want to say breed here because that sounds demeaning, but you are a new type of vampire as far as we are aware. So time to find out, I suppose.
Yeah, like what are you thirsty for, man? And I think he just like opens his mouth like again, and like you guys all feel like the lightning, like you feel when you're covered with static electricity, you know, like all of your hair's raising, but then a spark from each one of you flows out from you and into Grandmain's mouth, and he swallows it down. If we were playing Quest, you all just lost 2 AP.
Oof.
Hey, don't do that.
And Grandmain's eyes begin to glow a bright, bright gold. And he's just like, that. Where do I get more of that?
I don't know how to answer that.
Peanut's just nodding, like a little bit exhausted from losing 2 AP. He's just like, why does everybody here want to eat us?
It's a wonderful question, Peanut. And the answer to your question on where you get more of that is I don't know.
Can we just order him a case of Midnight Rush?
The
that way?
vampires look back and forth at each other like, yeah, you can get on a strict diet of Midnight Rush, and the Midnight Rush
I wouldn't say strict diet.
I have to ask,
steady
what is
diet?
this midnight rush?
Mana
It's
battery
the fucking
energy
greatest drink that you've ever heard of. And Goth Girl just like pulls out a
Oh,
can
no.
and hands it to you. It like she's like, the old cans still have your friend Midnight on it, but we're slowly phasing that out. We're gonna make it 2 vampires and a goth drink.
Oh, man,
Of
I really need to get out of the workshop more. I'm gonna
She's like, "You
crack
should try
open a
it."
cold one.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
man. Oh man.
yeah, Royce is fucking roll 1 extra die all the
Oh.
time now.
I'm
But,
gonna
like-
get blamed for this too.
Yeah, it is an energy drink made out of the spirits of fish.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, fish chum. Forgot it has that.
It's
Lovely
fish
flavor.
chum reflavored. It's flavored. I believe it's flavored purple.
Oh,
Oh,
I understand
perfect.
that. Yes.
I grew up with purple drinks.
Purple.
Yeah, we all understand what the flavor purple means.
That's not what grapes taste like. I've had plenty of grapes, people. That shit tastes purple.
You right?
So, the 3 of them are like, okay. I understand. You're the manager. We get it. Actually, you're not the manager right now because you're not wearing the outfit.
Oh right.
Nah, They know. We're just, like, I've heard a tale that in Sonnery, if anybody wanted to be, and like all 3 of them in unison do like air quotes, cured of your vampirism, there's a town called Noman that specializes in blood. And she's like, could be somebody up there to do it. And you guys just see Peanut just like ears perk up. Noman, you say? As he reaches into his back pocket and pulls out like Peanut's little journal of like side quests and stuff that you guys are supposed to be going on. He's just starts flipping through. It's like, Noman. So yeah, Peanut's just like, yeah. Do all of you shit? I was trying to figure out if all of you can leave. I know Iskra and Renic have absolutely no problem leaving the city, and neither does Kole. And Royce is also protected. Akhana is the only one that would need like the backpack that allows her to travel beyond the safety of the silver thimble.
For sure.
But it is fragile.
You with my communicator? Not doing too much.
Do you want to try to boost your communicator right here, right now, while you're working in the workshop?
Yeah, because this backpack thing sounds like
They did not roll the best.
it will be a
Do you mean
problem.
that- Do you mean the telegraph machine?
No, not the telegraph. Like, no, yeah. Was it a telegraph? It was the thing that Professor
was-
Winter was wearing.
Yeah, the telegraph machine.
It was a telegraph machine, wasn't it? You cannot eat silver to leave. No.
I can.
Like, you can, but you are not that. They are not you.
Nope.
If everybody could do it, Royce wouldn't be special. But Royce is special.
I'm not special. I'm just a guy.
Can you eat silver for fun? It's very limited. Like, silver isn't naturally occurring.
I would not recommend
very-
consuming silver.
It exists
I'm
in the
gonna
Silver
pass on
Mountains,
that.
and you guys have some. But yeah, go ahead and roll me a. No, what? I'll give it to you because it's just easier. It's easier to like. What is Akhana? You have a communicator that is.
Yeah.
It is fragile still, but at least you don't have to wear a full backpack.
Can I boost it if I roll a study?
Yeah, I will let you do that for sure. Yeah, hit me with it.
Risky.
Yeah, it's risky. Because I'm not gonna
Standard.
like if you roll. Yeah, risky standard. If you roll low, we're gonna like not tell you that like your character's not gonna know that it's a bad one.
Cool. No bonus dice. Ready, go.
Yep. 5 and a 1, but that's fine. No.
I'll take.
That's
So
it's
doesn't
definitely
take the
No.
lowest. Sorry, it's the 1.
No.
It's the 1.
Of course
everybody.
it is. That's cool. I'm just gonna walk 10 steps and pass out.
It's just like you see like. I think we have a moment where it's just like, and that's the last screw, and then as like you're turning around, this is like a little like arc of electricity hits it,
Ah,
but then you just
cool.
put it out just fine. You're good. We're good. Everything's fine.
Yep.
That's dangerous. So this is the part of the game where like Peanut calls you guys all into his office. He's just like, okay. Grand Main wants to go to Nomen to try to cure his vampirism. We don't know if you even can, but he's very excited about it. But while we're there, I've heard, and he looks over at Renic, based on your surveying into the monstrous clock. I'm going to say this is a bit later. This is like a couple weeks later. Peanut has the eye patch on at this point. Like this is further into the month. A lot of like wild shit has been happening, and he's just like, with the loose gods. It's just like, and he's just like shakes his head, and all the strange occurrences. We need some answers. What is this monstrous clock? What is this sound that we keep hearing? It's just like, I need you all to get in there. Find as much information about the monstrous clock as possible. And if you can, unvampire your friend. Unless he likes it now. I haven't talked to him in a bit. Just need you to get into the city. I have no contacts in there. Peanut doesn't know a single soul in Nomen. I'll move us to the map so you guys can see what Nomen is. This is Nomen. Peanut doesn't know anybody there. He has no way of getting, like, his spy network does not go that far. He has not gone to hell yet, so he hasn't met any devils. But he will. He's just like, get in there. Steal some tech if you can. Like, anything that can, like, show us what this clock is. Try not to make enemies, and if you could, and just, this is a big ask from me, I know. Could you all not tell everybody you're part of the Wander crew if you get caught?
Ooh, time to wear my manager uniform.
It's like, oh, are you going under as your professional capacity?
I mean, it's a disguise I have in the band. Is the band here with us still?
Oh yeah, like sure, they'll be here. Like,
Cool.
oh, are we going to
I got
Nomen?
cover. That's the mission, right?
They're just like, yeah, are we part of the Wander crew now?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Oh shit!
You gotta go through the academy. Sorry.
2 vampires, a
can't
goth
just
girl,
walk
and an
in.
academy. Fuck yeah!
You could have some shows. It'll be rocking for sure.
Okay. It's just like, but that thief can't show up. The thief can't be there until we get our shit back. I want Gibbet to start walking again.
All right.
Have you heard anything? Can I get my delightful item back?
Nothing yet, but we're figuring that out.
Okay. It's like, we trust you. You're a manager.
I'm sure I'll have something to wear once we get there.
I do have a question.
Absolutely.
If we unvampire Grand Main, do his wounds return?
No shit. That's a real fun question.
Are you... Wait, are we sure that he wants to be unvampired?
Yeah, let's go talk to him again.
We should probably ask that question.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just, thinking a step ahead.
He's just like, now you guys tell me, does Grandmain, like, he spent the last couple weeks in recovery. He has figured out how it works. Every once in a while, like, he will drink a midnight rush. He doesn't have, like, he needs the mana battery, or he will accidentally siphon mana from every AP from everybody in the area. Like, he doesn't mean to do it, and like when he does do it, you guys will get left with little like burns that look like electrical burns, but they leave just solid gold residue. It's just usually the top couple layers of your skin get just a little hardened, and like you can just peel off that skin, and you just have gold skin if you want it. It's like gold leaf.
Don't let him around Krieg.
So Grandmain, how are you feeling? I mean, I want you to know the risks of trying to reverse this. We're not sure what will happen.
He's just... I personally think he's just like, you know what? This is the most relaxed I've been in years. Like, I mean, aside from the ravenous hunger that overtakes me once in a while, I don't have an entire flock to look after. I don't have to go preach to them. I don't even need to worry about the humming or the resonance anymore. This could be who I am. I could be Grand Fang, and he flashes his fangs.
How about Goldmane?
Goldmane is also good.
No, I mean, because you don't have a real heart anymore. So I don't know if we unvampire you, if the silver heart is going to work.
I think he nods. He's like, okay. Royce and Akhana, when you guys built this, could it function if normal blood was going through it? If you guys tuned it, or is it just gonna like keel him over?
That's a good question. I think the blood might be too thin.
I was gonna say we're talking like liquid densities, and gold would obviously be more dense than blood. So if we had like rubber hoses in the engine part,
I mean, we'd literally have to open them up again and probably put something else in there.
The same device might work, but we'd have to redo all of the calculations and potentially build a new one.
Yeah.
like the housing is good, the inside has to be reworked.
It's just like, but we might find answers if we go to this gnomon.
It's possible.
Yeah. I mean, this could always be on the table. We can go and investigate.
He slaps his hand down and like puts his like robe over himself, and like his bathrobe now is just like spotted with gold. And it's just like, then I will come to Nomen.
Do you know anyone there? Do you have an in for us, maybe?
No, I don't.
Right.
I spent
no
most
worries.
of my time in Hymnal. I think 2 vampires and a goth girl are holding up posters for like one night only shows that they have planned.
I do have another question for Grandmain.
For sure.
Do you want to still be the leader of Hymnal? Like, do you plan on going back?
Okay,
That's a good question.
so yeah, that is a good question. Let me think about that real quick. he's been more relaxed. Himmel's been having like real problems. At what point do we think this is? He doesn't particularly love the Wander crew, so he doesn't like want to join you guys. But I think he realizes that he's gone too far, you know? Like he just says it. They'll never take me back as a vampire. Even if we fix the blood, I can never go back.
Well, that seems unfortunate for both parties. To Noman, then.
It's just fucking two vampires and a goth girl like, yeah, get in the van. Don't take the van, it'll take far too long. Okay. So here comes the part of Blades in the Dark that was supposed to happen forever ago, but we cut this one short by doing surgery, turns out. Your preparation dice. So you guys' mission is to steal get your hands on any technology you can for Peanut. Anything that has to do with the monstrous clock. Any information is counted as a win in that regard. And Grandmain just wants to know more about what they know about blood. And can there be a cure? So, with that, I know we're getting into the city by... Are you guys... Who are you? Are you guys joining the band or are you roadies? I need to know this so badly.
I'm a roadie.
I would love to join the band.
Yes.
All right, take it to the stage. What instrument does Iskra play on the?
It's an industrial metal band.
It is an industrial metal band. That is important to know.
What is the instrument called that it's just the steel rod, but it goes woo woo.
A
theremin?
You play a heavy metal theremin. They have a hurdy-gurdy and a harpsichord as part of their fucking... Alright, so two vampires and a goth girl, and also a Corinne, play the instruments of drums, harpsichord, hurdy-gurdy, and heavy metal theremin. What else do we got?
Amazing.
I think Renic is definitely along as the instrument tech.
Nice,
Fantastic.
Yes, you'll do all our lighting.
And Akhana's the manager, but Akhana, do you play an instrument for two goth girl, two vampires and a goth girl?
I really want to. I'm trying to find what's missing.
Someone in chat just said bagpipes.
No. No. I'm not gonna do that. That's not cool.
I love a sudden no so much.
That's a no from me, dog. I was thinking a drum pad. And a drum beat machine. Something.
Oh wait, does
So
Iskra
not a
play the
keyboard.
musical Tesla coil?
Just is there just a bunch of electricity shooting off of this theremin at all times?
Yeah, there is now.
Theremins are so funny.
Chat hates me. I'm not playing bagpipes. No.
Sorry, Sept. Also, I agree that I don't believe that bagpipes are the best instrument. I think
Industrial
they're fine.
metal. Industrial metal. That doesn't fit.
We put a hurdy-gurdy and a theremin in it.
Mm,
Guitars are, by bar none, the most industrial metal instrument.
yeah. Okay. I can do that.
Alright, so we're sneaking into the city under the ruse that is a 2 vampires and a goth girl concert. Except for it, that's not just a ruse. They are putting on a concert, and we will be making rolls to see how well they are liked in Nomen.
Perfect.
We are looking for tech, and we are looking for, well, a different kind of tech. So, you guys arrive in Nomen, and like, it's gonna look like this. Like, this is the city. All like tons of high bridges. As you guys are walking through in preparation for the concert starting today, the people of this city are what you might call eclectic. A lot of them are wearing robes, and the ones that aren't wearing robes, like robes made of what appears to be blood. Here's like one of them. So like as you're passing them on the street, this is the kind of people that you see. And they are hyper focused on where they are at any given time. Like they set everything to a clock kind of deal. And the ticking is noticeable, like everywhere. And Renic, if you should probably keep your swords hidden in this city. You should all like keep yourselves like hidden from who you are. But the hourglass sitting in the center of it is, when you're here, it looks like it's dripping not sand, but just like the thickest droplets of blood. Like, have you ever seen the tar experiment?
Yes.
That is happening in your It seems so solid, but it is liquid.
Okay.
That is what's happening in your thing while you're here. The ticking, I don't think it's gonna drive any of you insane, but like I think a normal person that doesn't have you guys as used to being like constantly annoyed by random magical things could very possibly go insane here. But as you guys take in the city, you see a couple of things. Everybody is like walking where they need to be. They are checking their watches. Like all of there are little shops around, but I wouldn't say they're selling things that you would find delicious. There's definitely like a liquid beverage shop that is selling hot liquid, but it has a very metallic smell to it.
It's boiled blood. That's what it is.
It seems like it might be boiled blood, but like the whole city, like there's steam coming out of some of these pipes. The pipes steam is somewhat red. Like everything here is just like, is this a city built on blood? And the answer is pretty much yeah.
Welcome to hell. Enjoy the buffet.
So, can you... Akhana, can you roll me a survey check and do take 1 bonus dice? Risky standard.
Okay.
But the survey is just basically you being, good at your job. Yeah, 5 is good at your job, and we don't have to take the lowest.
Thank God.
So you see a couple of things. You see what, there's a building where people go in and they come out a little later, and when they come out, they're a bit more lethargic. They're a little, tired. And the more that you study it, it is very clearly a blood bank. Like, people are selling their blood to this shop. But and Iskra, can you roll me an attunement? And also take a bonus die. Risky standard. Okay. Alright. So, you attune yourself to the magic that is happening around you. And you start to shudder a little bit as like you find yourself unable to hold in all of your power, like your electricity. It's like something here is like amplifying you. And just as you hear a clock tick, like people are looking at you because like something about you is giving off a bunch of magic. Like Renic, Kole, Akhana, you are sensing something is happening a little problematic with Iskra. Iskra, you are going to take mental damage from this. Like you are basically hearing the clock. If I could get you to just click on your insight check for me, like you see where it says like the hunt survey, just click on insight. I think it turns red when you highlight over it.
Okay.
Bonus die 1. Yeah, and then just go ahead and make me that roll. We're gonna see what kind of stress you got. You gained absolutely no stress from that.
Wow.
Oh, it's suffer 6 stress minus the highest die. Okay, so you suffered 3 stress. My bad. Add 3 stress to your thing as you can hear the ticking of this clock, like in your head, but you can point to the building where the ticking is the loudest. You know, we know where some stuff about blood will be, and we know where some stuff about the clock will be. But feel free to roleplay that. Like, it brings you to your knees, but nobody sees, like, nobody can make the connection. Like, no NPC can be like, oh no, they're sensing our clock, or anything like that. Everybody's just, like, walking past you being like, oh, outsiders. You know how it is?
Okay. So, is it like so loud that it brings me to my knees? That it's.
I think so. It's just like it feels like the ticking is like right there, but like as
it's
you like.
making my.
Oh, go ahead.
No, okay. No, it's okay. So if I fall to my knees, I'm gonna reach out towards Renic and try to hold my ears closed and point in the direction of the clock making the noise. But I'm gonna need somebody to steady me up because it's making my head hurt so much that it's like a headache, like a migraine.
I can do that. I have an extra pair of hands.
So yeah, like you see out there in the distance is a tower that it mostly seems innocuous, you know? There are many grand towers all around, but you can tell by just looking at it, and especially like Royce and Royce and Renic would be able to figure it out pretty quick. That tower it goes way down. You are seeing the tiniest top of a tower when it probably goes to the center of the earth looking thing. So,
am I also still am I also struggling to not electrocute, like to use my electricity?
You can be for sure. Like the 3 stress meant that you took a bit out of it, but nothing like terrible.
Okay. So I'm not like static, like giving Renic little static shocks and pieces of gold skin right now. I haven't reached that level of stress.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like his hair might be rising on end where you're like near where you're touching it, and the very tips of it might be like getting like a goldish hue, you know? But nothing that's not like just powder that he could brush off.
Okay.
It's just highlights from being in the sun.
It's like, oh shit. Get those frosted tips, son.
I was gonna say broski Renic now.
Just fucking just start icing each other.
Oh my god.
So where do we want to go first? We have It looks like the two easy options here. I mean,
You just hear in the distance, gotta get to the concert, brah! Come on, get the stuff, get the gear.
listen, I can only have so many hands. I do have an extra pair, though. And we'll
Cole
pick
has
up
an entire fucking stage kit strapped to his back.
Who does?
Of
Cole.
course, sorry.
Royce.
I am abused of burden.
Yeah, sure.
I think that was a name of an ability I could have given you.
It sure was.
Yeah, it really was. I could have given him Beast of Burden. No, Mule.
So we schlep all the instruments to the stage location.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Then yeah, you guys have 2 locations to hit. Like the blood bank, obviously for the blood, and that tower for the stuff for Peanut. You know where you're going. You guys, the great thing about Blades in the Dark is you guys don't have to come up with a plan right now. It's just like, because we're going to make a roll and see how far into this plan we are. Like, and how well it's going.
Okay.
So the first thing is, you guys have a good distraction. So we're going to have 2d6 just from that. So just remember, we got 2d6 from
Nice.
just good distraction. Now, you know the locations of both of your targets. We're going to add another 2d6. So we're at 4d6, and that's really good. I'm going to take away one of those dice because Akhana has an incredibly fragile communicator where if anything goes wrong, she's boned.
Mm-hmm.
And do we think Grandmane being here, Goldmane or Goldfang and Grandfang, however he decides, do we think that it's a positive or a negative for us?
Hmm.
I mean, no one here really knows him.
And
except
he's not
for our bandmates.
associated with the Wander crew.
Nope. Neither are we.
That's right.
Wink, wink.
He's
Yeah.
he's the band's producer.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that sounds like 4d6. Who wants to roll me 4d6?
I'll do it.
I got it. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you got it? No, go ahead.
Nope. Okay.
Yes.
Oof.
Okay. All right. So the last one with a 6.
Oh my god.
So how did Grandmane make this perfect? Like, you guys start the concert. It's a huge distraction, but Akhana and Iskra have to eventually dip off the stage.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what is Grandmane just an amazing stage performer? Or-
I mean, would it benefit us or hurt us if he had from some rig on the ceiling floats down in his ethereal vampireness and then just kind of feeds AP off the audience, so now they're all weakened and confused, and then the two of us can slip off the stage.
That's right. And his fangs shoot lightning sparks.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Let's feed him the city of Nomen. Yes, and it's a 6. We know how he did. He did it perfectly.
That's pretty fantastic.
You guys hear his engine heart just revving, just going nuts, and then like they
Dude,
start
put it in neutral.
right. He can't simmer down.
It's in
He's
it's
fucking-
in low gear always.
He's stuck in first gear trying to rev it. Oh no.
Okay, this is not for the right now, everybody. Well, I guess it could be for the right now. It's gonna be in the workshop. Is my 2 vampires and a goth girl playlist that
Hello.
I know we can't be listening to because on the stream, but just know that these are the songs that are happening right now. So just for me.
All right.
It's just like
all right.
Grandmain like
Play it off
slams down and just starts singing "Send Me an Angel" by Zeromancer.
Yeah. Oh, so he's the front man.
Oh, for this song for sure. I think Grandmain he rolled a 6. He ate most of the city on accident.
Oops.
Just their AP, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll get better.
Yeah, they just need a long rest. It's all good. Let's go.
Yep. So where are we going first?
Tower.
Tower. Sounds good. The actual
Okay.
mission first.
Before we blow up everything,
Yeah.
The Grandmain is enjoying himself. Let's just
Let's just go.
So the way that this game works is like if you guys roll a 6 on it, it means that you are in the mission in a like good spot. You know what I mean? Like you guys have succeeded on like all of your checks leading up to this point. I actually have my music up too loud. It's just fucking like super loud. All right. It was great for the moment. Talking was hard. So yeah, you guys like begin sneaking through not even sneaking through it. Like you guys can just walk through the city. What are some questions you guys might have about Noman that I can just straight up answer because you guys are doing perfectly? Like you guys can ask me about the people, the architecture, like the vibes.
What is the power source of the city?
There you go.
It is whatever that liquid is, and they appear to be pumping it up from below. Iskra, the power source of this place is... It does appear that the whole city does turn. It turns incredibly slowly, but this gear is a gear that's touching something else, probably way below you. Like, something's spinning because of this gear, or this gear is spinning because of something. You guys, like, coming out one of the pipes, you guys can actually get up close enough to it as, like, it's spewing that, the liquid. And as much as it does feel like blood, there's something else to it. Can you roll me a... Actually, for you, it's a tune. Yeah, and with a bonus, because, like, we'll count that 6.
Nice.
As a bonus. Like, as giving you guys all a bonus to this, because nobody's bothering you. There are people on the street. Like, there's speakers blasting out "Send Me an Angel." And you see many of them have also been, like, sparked a little bit by Grandmain, like, stealing a bit of their AP. And for normal people hitting 0 AP, they just pass out.
What's the position?
Standard.
Which be controlled
Controlled standard.
with 1 bonus dice?
Yep, 1 bonus die. Yeah, look at that 5 though.
Nice.
Iskra, this blood is blood. Like, this is the lifeblood of something. Absolutely. But it's something incredibly large. Like, and you come from a place where you know the Tatzel worm. Like, and like,
Bigger
it
than the
doesn't...
Petstorm?
Yeah, much, much bigger. And like, it doesn't take long for you to just suddenly... The planet. This city is using the blood of the planet the same way that people use like lava vents. This world just bleeds.
That's not creepy at all.
Gross.
Wow.
Is that gear grinding something up?
Should we take a sample,
Yes.
Renic?
Yes. So I have some vials or something. We're here stealing everything we can get our hands on.
Oh, absolutely. Just dangling out with a vial underneath it. It's for the record, it's so fucking hot. I'm not saying that you guys don't have the stuff to do it, but whoever wants to do it and grab something, I do need you to mark on your. Okay.
Sure. What am I marking?
Let me see. This is probably in burglary gear.
Burglary gear. You got it.
Okay. So yeah, you have like vials and gloves that you can use for this, but it's scorching. Like you can put it away. It does not lose its heat. It does not cool off the longer you have it. It's just that temperature.
All right. I know how we're keeping warm on the winter planet, or the winter side.
Nice.
All right, so like, yeah. Any more questions or anything, or do we want to get straight to the tower?
I'm interested to know what kind of security is around the buildings, specifically the tower.
For sure. All right, you're gonna love this, Akhana. I think everybody in this game is gonna love this. I think some people are gonna feel very weird about what I'm about to show you guys. Content warning, I guess. A little bit of body horror, everybody. Just a little, I promise. These are the ghosts.
Oh.
They are 4 women, that died longer ago than anybody knows. They don't seem like they're the same body parts. You know what I mean? They've been stuffed full of gears, and like they are the protectors of this city. They just wander around the city, and for the most part, they do not interfere. But if you know that if you cross the line into the tower, that these things will be set upon you.
Okay, so I have ghost voice. Secret method to interact with a ghost or demon. Does this qualify?
These are definitely your ghosts or demons.
I gain potency when communicating with supernatural.
Okay, so what that means is when you like roll sway or consort, or any of those rolls down there, you can you add the next so it'll be standard. I mean, risky great effect because potency will be over.
Nice.
Or you could, instead of making it great, you could have 3 dice. You could add a die, or make it great.
Okay.
But you have to tell me before you roll to do it.
Okay.
But yeah, you will see the one that is probably the closest to you is this one. And she is like near the end. I'm going to say like this is the tower in the back here. This is what we're working towards.
Mm-hmm.
But like she is like going around. You can see once in a while the speakers will come out and hit her, and like her gears are slowing down every time that happens. So you can assume that normally her gears move faster than you're seeing, but Grandmain is currently drinking her a little bit.
So there are ghosts with AP that can be drained?
Yep.
I'm trying to think. Either I want to use like either a diplomacy angle to get into that tower, although I'm not sure what's in there, or I want to use the band disguise, as the manager, finding someone to schedule other appearances with. I don't know.
Are you trying to shoot a music video?
Oh, yes. Yes, Grammy's our producer, so yeah, absolutely. Or Grand Fang, sorry.
Yeah, okay, fuck. Right,
what a metal music video this is gonna be.
Alright,
No,
roll sway.
Didn't I do the same thing in Beam Saber?
You do just like to do this. I couldn't find your mech
Hey.
in Beam Saber. I was gonna make your
Oh.
mech in the game the
Yeah,
same mech as you had from there, but I think I was using a different Roll20 account when we played that game.
that was a long time ago. Okay.
I know.
So I will explain. How do I get their attention?
So, she's floating around. You could just basically wave at her.
Yeah.
They do the thing where they will come up and answer questions around town if people need help. They're kind of like the town's AI.
I love it.
It's like, okay, so she'll come down.
So I'm gonna wave. Hi, new here. I am a talent manager. Have you heard the band playing?
They speak. They speak. These are basically normal people, but just centuries old. It's just like, yes, it's very interesting. And like, you see her like, the gears on her are slowing down as she's thinking. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, I appear to be distracted today.
What may I refer to you as? Do you have a name or designation?
I actually do have this. Hold on one second. I am the Lady Aesthetic.
That almost sounds like a band name. Are you musically inclined?
Our creators were. They said, I don't know why I'm... And like, you see her like shaking her head. Like she's like not supposed to be telling you things.
Oh, that's fine. I am, I'm always on the look for new talent. But also we were admiring this huge tower behind you, and we need a very deep and dark background situation. And our band wants to make, this is a new medium, television. We want to make a commercial with the band to get their name and sound out there to everyone who wants to see them. When we wanted to know if we could use your tower as a backdrop for this. We would need access to some parts of it.
Alright, can Iskra, can you roll me a hunt? Oh no, roll me a survey. And Renic, can you roll me a study? Both of those still get +1 bonus die.
And are they controlled standard?
Yeah, controlled standard is how these ones are gonna go.
And 1.
And 1, yep. Okay, Iskra did
love it.
4, 5, 5, and yeah, so you all did fucking amazing. Renic, you can see by studying the tower from this distance the kind of things that are in that place, so that you could kind of like tell. And you too, Iskra, you guys can tell like what kind of rooms. How are you telling Akhana what kind of rooms you're looking for behind the Lady Aesthetic? Because there are giant chambers with huge like vats of blood in there, both the earth blood and people blood are in there. You can see them. Like they keep them separate, and not just people blood. They have many rooms for different kinds of blood. Like the blood bank clearly funnels into the tower.
It's definitely 100% charades.
Yes,
and every
the
time
same thing.
Every time Akhana gets what Renic and I are like mimicking, Renic and I high five.
Yeah. And we definitely do the whole look innocent if the Lady Aesthetic ever turns around.
I very slightly flick my left eyebrow as confirmation.
So yeah, take another +1. So you are able to do a sway or consort, whichever one you feel like. Yeah, it's got sway, right?
Yeah.
You're good at sway. And add 2 bonus dice. This is risky, great with 2 bonus dice.
Come on, roll 20, don't let me down.
5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 2. All right, yeah, that does it. So the Lady Aesthetic, looks at you all and she's like, I have the perfect place. Why didn't I think of this before? Here, allow me to show you the tower. And she's like, our creators absolutely loved music. They had us set to certain frequencies as she's like walking you guys down like the city.
I bet you have a favorite time signature, like a beat or a rhythm that you prefer.
I am a very fan of 154 BPM. I find it
That
gets
is
the creative
excellent.
juices flowing.
That is excellent.
And she's just like, this music is just going right now. Yeah, for me, it's The Children of the Dark by Mono Inc., everybody. That's what's playing. And that's coming through the speakers, too.
Nice.
If you guys don't listen to a lot of this kind of music, I'm sorry. And, like, as we get inside, let me move these 3. So when you guys walk into the room, the first thing you guys are hit with is it's hot. It's so hot in here. I do like those skeletons dancing around her right now. That's very fun.
Did she come with us?
Oh yeah, she's following
She's
you. Like,
guiding us through.
absolutely, she's showing you everything. If you have any questions, she'd be happy to answer.
Can I? Okay, so I have a scout. Can I send out my scout to look for stuff?
Oh, for sure. What's like? I know it says that you have a scout. What is it? Does Iskra have a pet? Like,
I'm kind of imagining more of like a Patronus type situation.
all right, okay, yeah, all right. I'm solid. Like a little electric, like summon thing. What's it look like?
I think it would look like the Tetzel worm.
Adorable.
Amazing.
Yeah, but like a smaller version, a more discreet size.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and roll me the attunement, and this is going to be controlled great, I think.
Any bonus dice?
No bonus dice for this one.
Unless you want to take the free one.
Oh yeah, I guess unless you wanted to take that free one.
I mean, I feel like it's too late.
You could. I would still let you take it. I'd still let you take
Okay.
it.
No, I will take the nat one.
You'll take the. Okay, so the one. So you guys see Iskra like summon this little like lightning Tetzel worm that goes hopping out. But Renic, immediately you see the fact that one's, instead of like a bluish hue, it's solid gold. It's just gold lightning. And it looks like the worm. And as it's moving, Royce, you are seeing it leave a trail of gold going across these pipes and stuff as it's just going. It's trying to scout. It's doing a great job trying to scout. The only downside is that's a path that will be noticed.
Huh. Oh dear.
I have cloak and dagger, and I can use like covert misdirection. It says throw off my disguise, but I don't want to do that. Okay, maybe I can't use that ability.
No, you can do the first part of it and not do the second part of it. The second part is
Okay.
like when you throw off your thing, you get an immediate surprise. Like if you throw your disguise off, you get an immediate attack. But you can do the first parts of it without.
Let's say I still have my keytar with me, and I swing it around from off my back and start to like jam a little melody to get their attention away from what's going on over there.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a sway with a cloak and dagger bonus die. This is risky dangerous.
Anyone else have a better plan? It's not risky dangerous.
None. No.
Oh, sorry, risky. Yeah, risky. limited is actually what it is.
Okay.
Not really. Yeah.
Play that funky guitar.
With a bonus, you said?
Oh yeah, you get a bonus. You get your cloak and dagger bonus for sure. So
Okay.
you're rolling 3d6.
Oh, I don't know how it came up with another one. Oh, my sway just reset. That was weird. It was 2, 3, and it lit up 4, and then went back to 2.
Alright, go ahead and
I
roll
don't know
again.
what happened.
I'll let you
That
roll
was
again.
weird.
I'm polite like that.
Limited.
I actually might have been messing it up by like clicking on random things.
Oh no. Oh gosh, the
6,
dice got
2,
stuck on
and
each other,
1.
but that's a 6.
It's just like it's just cheating. It's like I'm here. All right, so yeah, you play your guitar, and like the lady aesthetic like looks over and starts like clapping. She only has one hand like attached to an arm, but another arm comes out of the mass of another hand comes out of the mass of
like that.
gears, so she can clap. Royce and Renic, you guys are seeing Iskra's like Tasselworm like it's trying to scope, and Iskra's like doing the like looking through its eyes situation. But so Iskra doesn't know that she's leaving a trail of gold. So how are we gonna stop it? Akhana's over here just playing music.
Wiggly
Wiggly wiggly wiggly woo.
Yeah.
It's just wherever
Is this one of these things
walk.
like where if I stop focusing on it, then it'll go away?
Yeah, if you stop focusing on it, you won't get any scouting done. But if these two can cover up the gold problem, we can get some scouting out of it anyway. Or they can try to snap you out of it.
Can I just make an attune check to use a quest ability?
Yeah, sure. What we got?
I have undo. I'm gonna try and revert the gold back to whatever it was.
I fully support this. Yeah, take an extra die.
Risky.
Risky. We're gonna say risky. Great. Like you're gonna be able to undo this. Like you'll be able to wipe it all clean.
And take an extra die. Here we go.
Okay. So, but something causes you a little stress from it.
Sure.
You this close to the tower, when you tap into your quest magic, when you tap into undo, you feel it. It's giving you more and more than you want. But like you're trying to, like you're able to keep it under control. Like you will take you can take stress and keep this under control, or you can let it overflow you and take damage or take harm.
I'll take stress.
All right, so go ahead and roll me. Okay, you're gonna have 2 resolve. So go ahead and roll me in a resolve.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you took absolutely no stress from that because in Blaze in the Dark, here's how this works, everybody. When I ask you to take a stress damage, you roll whatever the stat is, and then you take 6 stress minus the highest number that you rolled. If you roll a 6, you take no stress. Like everybody sees you do a thing that should have caused you some problems, and you just no-sell it.
Nice.
Everybody else has anxiety.
Yeah, everybody
Well,
else is
yeah.
fucking like, whoa. But like, I feel like this is probably where Renic like learns how to do that, like, because later on you learn how to like tear this spell down. Like we
Yeah.
know that you know how to do that.
Mhm.
So this is probably where you started to learn that.
Cool.
But yeah, Royce, you haven't done anything in a bit. What's Royce doing right now? Like, Iskra's scouting it, and as, like, Iskra scouts out, like, Renic just has one of his hands, like, getting rid of the gold.
Yeah, that's just a good question. I'm not really built for stealth, but
you can see there's a path going further in. Like obviously that's where she was taking you before Akhana started putting on the guitar show. Iskra, you see many vats of many different like viscosities. They're labeled with types. They're labeled with like creatures. Some of some of it's like really weird writing. You see, they have a large vat that says Tatzelworm blood on it. Like they have
that's neat.
They have Tatzelworm blood. They have an empty vat that says Salamander King on it, but it's empty.
How big are these vats?
Big enough for you to stand in.
Oh, so we couldn't like carry them out of here.
Oh, I didn't say that. I do want to carry one out. It's a matter of is there a way for me to disconnect it without things blowing up?
Here, let's we can just move you guys to the next room. It's gonna be this room, I believe. Inside, let me put the lady aesthetic back here. The lady aesthetic loved your show, by the way, Akhana.
Yay.
Like, fucking just as deeply into industrial metal now.
Fantastic.
She comes down here, and you see a very tired-looking like guy, like every once in a while, like touching a nozzle, adjusting, and he's just like, I can't get my head in the game today, guys. And he looks over, he's like, Lady Aesthetic, who are these? Who are you? And you see him, like, he pulls out, what looks like one of those, like, ancient doctor's syringes, but it's definitely a gun.
He's got a gun.
He does have a gun.
Oh, hey, we're guests of the Lady Aesthetic.
The Lady Aesthetic doesn't have guests. The
She
ladies
does
don't
now.
have friends.
She does now. Have you ever tried to ask her be nice? Take her to lunch?
I've never seen her eat.
Maybe she wants to go to a show. She loves music. Did you know that? I knew that. Are you friends with her?
And he's like, if she wanted to go to a show, she could. There's this incessant drone. And like, you see, he has destroyed the speakers around this room. This is the quietest room that you guys have been in, but you can still hear two vampires and a goth girl.
And Grand Fang.
And Grand Fang is just out there fucking screaming. Apparently, it's Orgy Blue Monday, for the record.
And you are?
It's like, I am the curator. I am the collector. It is my job to keep these perfect. It's just like, what could you need down here? What is the lady? Like, they're filming a music video. What the hell's a music video? It's gonna be
Promotional material.
It's gonna be huge. They're gonna set up a bed and breakfast. Wait, no, that was the other game. My bad.
I was gonna say. Quick segue. What?
Like, she's floating around. You see that since you played the guitar, her gears are moving faster again. Like, whatever BPM you played that's the speed in which her gears are spinning.
Sweet.
Hmm.
What are his gears spinning at? Because he needs to chill out.
He's not made of gears. He is very, very fleshy. With like thick leather outfit. It like a thick leather
Rubber.
butcher apron. Yeah, like rubber for sure. Like he's got the shoulder pads. His face is almost like, and this is gonna sound real gross, everybody. Imagine if chocolate pudding was red.
Ew.
But then you left it out and it gained one of those skins. You know the skin that I'm talking about?
Okay,
Like
just be
that.
positive.
Is this like a Pizza the Hut situation?
Yeah, but then that skin somebody tried to like whittle a face out of.
Hey man, it's still edible. You ever get those like TV dinners with the brownie in there?
Yes.
Yeah,
Ew.
kid cuisine for life.
It's rubber too. It's rubber.
Listen, it's edible. You just gotta
It's
stomach it. a
barely
little bit.
edible.
So what I'm saying is, this guy's
Approved.
edible.
If he's fleshy, he's, you know, has some
He
weak spots.
does.
What do we taste like?
Hey, Royce said it, or somebody said it, like that the very B plus adjacent. Yes. If there was a town that you think
yeah.
B would be at home, it'd be here,
Well, they have a blood moat and vats. That makes so much sense.
right?
Yeah,
Right. They've
B
got-
would love this place.
She really would.
It's too bad she's
kidnapped by a bunch of other devils that you guys don't know about because it hasn't happened
No.
yet.
Hasn't happened. I'll just send B a postcard from here.
Man, she would love this place. I hope she has time to come here.
So, excuse me, curator, collector, what do you prefer to be called?
The curator is fine.
Okay, excuse me, curator. We are just scouting the location out to film our music video, and we were just hoping to get a tour.
He just looks around. He's just like tapping to things. We are down energy levels for some suspicious reason, but everything seems to have stabilized. Yes. What would you like to see? I'm sorry. If the Lady Aesthetic has granted you permission, who am I to say any less? What would you like to do? I'm sorry. What is this video thing? I believe I've heard Holt that was talking about videos, but televisions have not reached Noman yet.
Right.
But they
So we-
definitely have TVs in the suburbs and on Gloomdale. Right.
Basically, we would capture an image with sound, full visuals, and we can send that image out to people who have a receiver that has a screen on it, and they will be able to see it. And it's a good way to send messages and advertise for things, and it's good for tourism, communication, community.
You see the curator like walking up to Royce, and like he's like doing that very tentative, like he wants to touch Royce's skin.
Can I help you?
What are you?
Well, you've never seen a dwarf before?
Not outside of the silver mines. I thought they've stayed.
Yeah. You see, I brought some big changes to my family, so...
Excellent. And do they... I'm just asking I'm asking for a friend. Have they been selling their silver? Have they...
Why are you interested in it of some sort?
I'm in the market. Like, I've had very limited experience with the material, as you know. As I'm sure you know. The dwarves are very miserly about it.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes into the back and he comes back with this tiny little vial. And you see that inside, like, it's not. Yeah, it's translucent. It's just like, this is made with a tiny amount of silver, and it's just like, and this is full of. And he like motions to all the pipes that are like scalding heat, and he's just like, it's quite cool, and he tosses it to you.
I'll grab it.
And unlike the one that Renic has, like, this one insulates it perfectly. It's like you can't feel the heat inside. It's just like, imagine if all the pipes were silver. What we could do, the power we could control, like, we could not just power the city with this, but we could power so much more. And you see the lady aesthetic like turning to him, like looking at him. This is heresy you speak of, curator.
Me side-eyeing everybody like, guys, what the fuck? Yeah, I could see how it'd be quite insulating. It captures heat very well.
It captures heat, and we could travel. You could take it all around the world without any fear of things bursting into flames. Like, I'm not sure how much time you spent in Nomen, but if you put these in a standard glass vial, it's only a matter of time before something catches fire.
Is that so? Glances over.
Pocket that.
That's good to know. Wouldn't want to have any accidents somehow.
I gotta vent that thing. How do you how do you prevent explosions as it is right now?
Very carefully, and we don't prevent all of them. It's just some days you understand. Some days like takes more power. And actually, he thinks you're all just musicians, so he doesn't know that if you know situation, because he just thinks that two of you are roadies and two of you are musicians.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, well, I mean, it's a little complicated. It might be above you, but so we are constantly changing in and out these pipes. That's what these valves are for, and we've learned over time. And he's like, no, you're gonna want, like, if you want to record anything, you're gonna want to catch this. And he moved you guys in front of let me see. I'm gonna get rid of somebody from this because I expected them to be there, but they're not. Okay, here we go. He brings you deeper into it. And it's just like this right here. And inside it, this is the Tatzelworm blood, by the way. And you see like the gears working inside of it. It's just like, we have to keep it moving. We don't want any of it to coagulate. But we have found that this creature, and it's just like, and we won't say where we got it, but it basically, to Iskra, it's very obvious that it's part of the Tatzelworm. To everybody else, if Iskra wasn't telling you, you probably wouldn't know. It's just like, this has an amazing power to regulate. Like, so we tend to flush in minimal things. Just a little bit of this blood will calm down the rest of it. But we are, and he taps on it, a little low. And he's like, yeah, our internet's going fucking terrible.
Oh no.
Yeah, just like, hurry up, Alan. So he, like, just motions around the room. It's just like, if we balance everything, if we curate the blood correctly, everyone gets power. You wouldn't happen to know any good adventuring teams from the guild. They seem to have stopped answering us recently. Some massive problem with relics going missing.
No, can't say that I have.
Heard the leaping lemurs are quite the adventurers.
Yeah, I've heard good things about them. Do you think they would be up to a sizable challenge? And he chuckles to himself a little bit. Sizable.
There's also Tomb Squad.
Toons.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of them.
I've heard great things about Toon Squad. I assumed that they were able to like handle any giant monster.
What exactly would you be hiring these adventurers to do?
Oh, collect a little bit of blood. We don't tend to leave the city very often. There's so much to do, but we will regularly hire outside groups. The Leaping Lemurs sound amazing, and you know what? Maybe 2 teams. Maybe that's the 2-team job.
You know what sounds better for you?
What could happen?
I'm willing to do this solo.
You're willing to go retrieve the blood? You're so confident. The lady aesthetic, like one eyebrow raises.
Right.
I'm quite good at my
Iskra-
job.
Iskra kind of elbows Royce to stop, since it would be to take down my god.
Just a little bit of God.
And you're blowing our cover as musicians. Stop it.
I'm not a musician.
You must be a mighty roadie.
Oh, I'm quite good. I mean, after all, being a roadie is like an all-rounding job. You gotta carry things, you gotta be able to lift and be strong and locate the things. It's quite all-encompassing.
I'm not turning this guy into a roadie. I'm not turning this guy into a roadie.
Come on, skin bag. You know you want to hang out with musicians.
Skin bag?
What else are you supposed to call a pudding person? I don't know.
Josh has repeatedly been bringing up lift and carry fetishes to me, and I need you all to know how unhappy I am about this.
Wow.
So,
My brain's spacing. What blood are they wanting me to get again?
They want you to get the
Tasselworm
Tasselworm's blood.
But what technology do we need from this tower to get back to Peanut?
Let me tell you, Peanut would love this thing.
Yeah, but I don't think we could just walk out with it.
I don't know, it moves. I made it a token.
Who
How big is it?
Who had the rocket-powered jets?
That's me.
I thought so.
How big is it?
Hook it up. Let's go.
I think it's probably about 8 feet tall. It's like kind of like a test tube. Imagine if just a test tube was 8 feet tall.
Like a stage speaker?
You know what? Yes, like a stage speaker.
Interesting.
So.
I did do horrible things to Josh in my college years. I do apologize about that.
I mean, if Royce wants to keep tricking him into this conversation, can Renic sneak around, or I can sneak around, or send my scout back out with these rocket-powered jets? Do we want to rocket power something else to sneak out?
Not with them in the room.
Yes. Come over here. Let us discuss this in the corner, away from everyone else.
Let's detour this tour.
Well, I just want to get the details straight, you know. After all, this is quite a good opportunity for me. Just come this way, out of sight of everyone else. Just come here.
Let's go. Are we playing music?
I can whistle as we go.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Guitar and back you up.
Roll me that whistle keytar.
What am I rolling?
I don't fucking know.
Performance isn't on here.
I would say sway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or consort.
Consort.
Yeah. Either consort or sway. You can just help Akhana voice if you'd like to do that.
Yep.
So that you can give her an extra die because you don't have it.
Well, I have one die from chugging the thing, right?
Shit, you do. You totally do.
I'm gonna use one of your die.
Oh, okay. So
and then I can give you a die for helping.
Yeah, Akhana can give you a die for. Let's reverse it. 3d6. This is risky. Yeah, it's risky. Great.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
So I get 3 bonus die, and if 2 of them are 6s, it's a 13.
Yeah.
And a failure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One of them is a 6.
Oh.
That was so. It was like no, it was the first one. Like you would have just got it in one. All right. So okay, you two like, are you checking acoustics as you play? Is that what's going on? Like
Yeah, of course.
Seeing how the resonance is, you know.
And if we move over here towards the hallway,
Just
voice testing the resonance. What do you whistle? Just for
gotta be
what
something
do
metal.
I whistle? The
Is it Sober by Tool?
The Beastie Boys just screaming.
Sabotage.
you sabotage.
Coming all in this is sabotage.
Is that too on the nose?
It's perfect.
it's very funny. Hold on to you. Yeah. Absolutely, Royce. Act like at any point in time that you want, you are holding a something breaks card.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
You can break whatever you want, but something does. Whatever you
We'll have
want.
to take it for repairs.
All right, Renic and Iskra, how are you guys getting the Tatzelworm blood out? Fucking Lady Aesthetic is headbanging really
I love
hard
it.
right now. She's just fucking going ham.
I'm getting her a band t-shirt. I don't know how she's gonna fit it over her gears, but
More t-shirts to add to the fucking list of things we need.
band t-shirt though.
I've got a couple ideas. We
Okay, hit me.
could definitely just slap the rockets onto it and fly it out. That's a thing.
This is definitely like inverse of what should really be happening. Like I should be over there, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It's
The
fine.
other option is I could again tap into quest magic and use the teleportation magic to just teleport it away.
That's sleek.
Do you know where it would teleport to?
Yes, I control all of that.
Okay.
Unless I roll really poorly, which is
Just
always a
lands on
possibility.
Peanut's desk.
Surprise!
The hell
I mean-
is this?
That is a
Gift wrap it.
possibility.
Homie has no idea what this is. He's just like, oh fuck.
Full of blood. What the heck?
It's just full of blood. It doesn't even know it's blood. It's just like, this punch tastes
It's
awful.
leaking.
Oh, no.
Where's
No,
where's
no.
masking tape when you need it? Just hey Peanut, leave it alone. we got
Do not
this.
drink.
Send it on your
I
communicator.
imbibe.
He'll get it.
I guarantee Renic has a bunch of like masking tape labels that just say "Do not eat" and "Do not drink" from
Yes.
his time
And
with
don't
Gemini.
lick. And don't lick.
100%.
Oh my god.
Yep. Don't eat. Don't lick.
Okay, are those the two options? Are there more?
Those are the two ideas that I have. What else you got?
Okay. I mean, other than like, can we make it invisible and carry it out? But all of these, I feel like, have the same amount of risks to them, and we don't want to draw attention to ourselves. So I guess I'm with you. We probably shouldn't strap rockets to this one.
Yeah. So
I
in
think
terms of
trying
like
to teleport it out.
Blades in the Dark, I have ritual, but
Hmm.
it specifically says to summon a supernatural effect or being. That's all I got
Yeah.
for you.
That like the supernatural effect could most certainly be just teleporting this the fuck out of here.
Okay.
I'm perfectly down with that. I gave Royce Ghost Fighter because, like an idiot, I didn't think we were gonna make friends with the ladies, and it's just my fault. It's always my fault. Like, I was like, oh man, we're gonna fight these cool fucking like half ghost,
No.
half human bodies. Like,
No, easier with honey. Come on.
I'm trying to see. I don't.
It pains me
See.
internally not to be able to do that, but
I don't see a description, at least with quick searching, of what you have to roll for rituals.
whatever you would like, whatever you think it is. If you think this is a study, absolutely. If you think this is an attunement, because I can see a world where like, you studying this to get it perfect is
Mhm.
right, and it like,
That's what I would prefer from like a game mechanics standpoint, but
I think that is the right. I think there's the right thing, but I think if you use study for it, we're gonna leave chalk marks behind.
okay. I'm okay with that. I'm also going to take this opportunity to dump some blood on the floor out of a glass vial so it doesn't explode in my pocket.
That's a great
Oh yeah,
idea.
it's like you hear it like it does the thing from like the thing where it like bubbles up and like as like a weird gelatinous pile. Like it's just it looks like it's looking for cracks to seep through and it finds them.
Great. Okay, so
Can I help continue
so the
ruse?
blood is sentient?
It seems like it might be.
The blood's full of ghosts.
The blood is 100% full of ghosts. That is a true statement. Also, I think like talking about that, Royce, you know, everybody knows, with the exception of Tarkus and Malone, and they are both weird in this respect, ghosts do not possess items. Spirits possess items, ghosts possess bodies, specifically their own bodies. These are not spirits, these are ghosts. These bodies that they have are at least in some part the bodies of the women that are now like possess them. Like this is not a made person, this is a person. Then this is their job. Do they like it? I don't know. That's all they know. That's all they've ever known.
Iskra, you can either help me with the ritual, or you can go help the ruse.
Oh no, I'll help you.
I have something else to help the ruse. I have trans
hit me with the
powder.
ruse.
Okay.
Trans powder?
Yeah, so if I dust it on the strings of the guitar, or the keys of the guitar,
Oh, I gotcha.
and like flail it around.
You're putting on your own little show. Okay. Yeah, you know what? We'll add that. We'll add a die to Renic and Iskra. So Renic, you are slowly putting this spell down. Iskra, can you roll me a tune?
What are the inputs?
I think it is dangerous, but great, and you get an extra and 2 extra die, one from what Renic's doing and one from what Akhana is doing.
So is it risky or desperate? I'm sorry.
Oh, desperate. Sorry, desperate. Desperate, great.
So desperate, great, +2.
Yep.
Got it.
4, 4, and
Oh,
4.
wow.
Okay. And there's a little bit of stress or something coming back to you. It's great. Like as you reach, you realize that his spell is overpowered. He like Renic is gonna put too much in it. Like you can instantly do this, but he's about to finish like the last chalk mark to like activate the spell. You feel so much extra magical power coming from all of this blood, and there's no way that these two don't just turn around and look as it's disappearing. Like, unless you take all this onto yourself. You just turn yourself into a lightning rod for it. And it's gonna hurt.
Counter.
Yeah, fucking hit it.
Quest magic. Can I use ice to build an ice wall as a as a way to block the view of what's about to happen, and just play it up like I thought some ice would be a nice backdrop for our music video in this sweltering hot place.
Okay, that sounds like it's either gonna be I'll let you do sway with a tune. I will let you do a tune for this one. Just 1 extra die from it, but it is still desperate, still great.
Would it be? I mean.
Oh wait, no.
Better to just take the shock, or
No, sorry. My bad. No, so you put the ice up, and this is gonna be what's gonna cause the stress for you. Can you roll me 1d? Oh, sorry. Roll me a. It's gonna be a resolve check. Yeah, you do have that resolve there too. So go ahead and click me that resolve for me.
And bonus dice 0.
Bonus dice 0, yep. So 3, you take another 3 points of stress.
Oof.
But yeah, the ice goes up and it immediately starts it's like a fog machine in here because it all like evaporated immediately. And like the aesthetic and the curator turn and look at all the like fog and stuff as like Renic, you have finished the last line of your spell. So can you roll me your attunement with 2 pluses as well?
Attune or study?
Study. Sorry, yeah, you were gonna roll a study with 2 pluses as well, which I think
desperate.
is more... desperate. Great. Yeah, same. As long as you don't get a 1, you.
Is this a room with a giant gear in it?
It is a room with a giant gear in it.
Can we break that?
So yeah, that happened. Like the spell goes off. Renic's spell goes off behind all the fog, and it looks like a laser light show. Where did you throw this thing, Renic? Where did it go?
He tried to put it in his lab. But you said there was some overpowerness in the spell, so I don't think he hit it right on.
I think Iskra actually, like, with putting the wall of ice up and stuff, actually... No, you're right. Like, Iskra made it so they didn't see you do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, yeah, it's somewhere.
It's in the silver thimble somewhere.
I'm sure we'll be able to find it.
Quick cut to Meth staring at his pool table that has a giant bottle of, like, Tasselworm blood sitting on it. So what am I doing with this?
Well,
or it could have just been in Tisk's shop.
We can find it.
It definitely has "do not eat, do not drink," and a label with his name on it.
Oh, then Meth is certainly like Meth is putting it in a cart. Scour and Bam are helping him like bring it up to the upper city. They're like, nope. Meth, the one NPC in this game that has self-preservation.
Yeah, I know those Wander crew. You'll die if you mess with them. I've seen it happen before.
You guys. Actually, let me make a roll. I have a 20. 13 is so good. Thank you.
No!
Thank you, Grandmain. You guys suddenly hear like, and this is this last one goes out to all of you out there. It's like living in the squalor. And it's just like Grandmain is successfully keeping everybody's attention, but he might be getting ready to start a revolution in Nomen.
We should go check on the band.
Would you guys come with us and meet the band?
I want to get signed autographs. It's going to be amazing.
Could I get a t-shirt?
Absolutely.
I'm tired of my tits being out.
I totally understand.
It's like, I thought you liked having your tits. I didn't know you ate. Yeah, I mean, you guys succeeded getting that out of there without a problem.
Ellen.
Yeah, go for it.
You
wanted to stop that gear.
I wanted to break it.
Okay.
With resonance.
Absolutely. Are you breaking it while you're all in there or on your way out? Are you just doing a little whistle?
As we leave, as part of like the finale of the show.
Okay, yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's break Nomen for the first time we're here, guys.
Yeah, let's break it in, so to speak.
For the record, it wasn't me.
We just made friends.
Yep, they won't ever know it was me, I swear.
Famous last word.
I didn't even punch anything.
Roll me a 20-sider.
That's fair.
I know something broke. Like, something break, that is not what the 20-sider is for. 12 will do it. That was almost a 2. So, you guys get to the main stage, and you see the fact Grandmain's been eating this whole fucking time.
Oh,
like,
God. We
Like
have to
with
get him
every
upstairs.
song, he's pulling in energy. And like at this point, his skin is like, it looks like he's very jaundiced up, but like he's covered in gold. Like as he moves, you can see like the gold leaf like peeling off of his skin as he's just dancing around singing. But to be fair, you have all success. You did not learn anything about the blood, though.
We send it back to get studied.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay.
I mean, it's a
That-
Tetzelworm.
I do have that
It's a
one
Tetzelworm.
vial they gave me.
The other.
We do have the one vial. I think Grandmane is quite happy. Cranfang or Goldmane, whichever he's gonna go with, is quite happy staying a vampire for now. Like, he's like,
Cool.
yeah, I can't go out in the sun, but I get to be in a band with 3 vampires and a goth girl.
Oh, did they adopt him?
Oh, they definitely adopted him.
He stole the show.
Cause how couldn't we have a golden fucking Sphinx cat vampire and not put him as like in a band?
Royce, I'm gonna need you to look over our contract and get him all signed up and proper.
Is Royce a pyromancer? Royce isn't a pyromancer.
Alright, never mind.
I do enjoy whatever contract this is gonna be.
I'm joining the band. What?
No, never mind.
It was only a 4-person team. Like it was like you can either put a Grandmane in a mech or you can put Akhana in a mech. And let's face it, we're putting Akhana in a mech. So, okay. Before we end this game, let's go back to the. You guys fucking did a great job. The city, you guys start hearing some of those pipes start bursting in the distance on you guys' way out, but they do not associate it with you guys. They do not think it was they don't think it was the music. They have absolutely no idea that the Wander crew was involved at all, which is like the first time that's ever happened.
Hooray!
Right?
Success?
We did the thing!
It's like you got a small sample of blood, and we can study that. We have the Tatzelworm blood, real quick for that one, Iskra, like somebody has been pulling blood out of the Tatzelworm. They're using what was in the vines, but we got rid of those vines, so we don't have to panic about that. That was clearly how they was like stealing his blood to even get past his their ridiculous shell or scales.
Now they're out of blood and the vines are gone, so they're hunting my worm.
Yeah, they're trying to hunt your worm. They're trying to hire any adventuring team that they possibly could to just fucking do the damage, you know? But that's gonna be really hard. Only the toppest tier adventuring groups are gonna get those jobs. And there's definitely a moment where it immediately crosses Tomb Squad's desk. It's just like, we have a mission for you. You come highly recommended.
I'm not DMing that game.
I wouldn't ask you to. I don't even know if we're gonna play that game. I don't know if Tomb Squad wants to take. Like, I don't want to fight the Tatzelworm. I don't want to kill Tomb Squad.
I really don't want to hunt my Tetzelworm.
Yeah, I know. We'll
We
figure
keep
this one
saving
out.
each other's lives.
But Renic, we didn't get any extra information about that clock.
Mm-mm.
Just the fact that they power themselves by, like, that city runs on blood, and apparently this planet bleeds. I do think, we've mentioned it before. I think you guys can draw the connection between Nomen and a place called the Bleeding Mountains, which are on Tefretes. You've heard of giant creatures that appear to be made of molten blood that like scour the mountainside.
when we leave the city, what color is the sand in the hourglass?
Okay, let's see. You were on.
Because it looked like drops of blood while we were there.
Okay, after that 13, it is a deep blue. Like it almost looks black, but in the right light, it looks you can tell that it's blue, almost like this incredible depths of the ocean, and you can kind of feel like it's pressurized, like ridiculously. Like it gives you, if you stare into the sand, you get a sense of like being lost at sea.
Okay.
It's like that is the kind of hell that it's reflecting right now.
We really don't like this one.
No, that's a bad one. You feel like this where is it? This shark might be calling to you right here. This one.
Yeah, no, thank you.
But don't worry, we got swan boats. Look
We
at the
have swan boats.
We sure do. Me and Nika very about our swan boat life. Yeah, so that is what hell we are at right now. I don't know, you guys all fucking did the goddamn thing again.
Woohoo!
It's just now we have more lore for 3 vampires and a goth girl. If Peanut is like, when you guys come back, Peanut's wearing his eye patch and smoking 4 cigarettes. Like, I promise I'm gonna quit. I've signed this paperwork. It seems like a rehab clinic.
Can we make a plan to make sure they get that machine back after we study it?
Oh, we're gonna send it back?
I mean, what do we you just wanted to know what the technology they were using, right? Well, it's this, and once we know what it is.
My bad.
You have a 20.
I can't change a 1.
Can't change a 1.
I set my own rules. That was Peanut trying to study it.
Oh man, come on! Can you let someone else look at it?
You know what? It's just like Peanut didn't learn shit. Peanut,
great.
Like
He just burned himself.
I just wanted your help with getting it back there because they were so nice, and I don't want to burn a bridge we just made.
I'm sorry. Here's how it actually goes down. Peanut's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go look at that thing right now, and he opens the door. And as soon as he opens the door, you guys see a black burlap sack go over his head, and then a bunch of like clubs start raining down on him. He's like, "Don't worry, he signed up for this." And then like they drag him away.
Okay, great.
Did he though?
Was that the rehab for his smoking?
Oh, that's the rehab. Yeah, that is.
I mean, he's going to hell for his rehab, but
that's fast travel. That's how they do it.
That's how they do it.
Just knock you out. I see you're finally awake.
Question. Didn't the curator say that what we just stole calms down the rest of it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it sure does.
Yeah, that's why we need to get it back to
them.
them. We need to get it back to them.
Yeah, like the Tatzelworm.
But they can't
blood,
have any more Tetzelworm blood.
That's what actually calmed it down.
But they can't have him.
I'd have to furnish them with a silver to calm the rest of it. Without the Tatzelworm blood.
So it's silver or Tetzelworm.
Can we make?
Are those our choices?
Yeah, I think so. We do know that silver would work. Chest has joined the conversation in lieu of Peanut. Chest is a well-dressed demon with 3 goat legs. And he like walks over, and every time he takes a step, he leaves like a burnt like hoof print in the ground that eventually fade away. And he's just like, "Hi, it's like, don't mind me. Where are we in the conversation? I'm taking Peanut's spot. Don't worry, everything is perfectly secure with me. Like, it's like talking to your
Can I get that in
doctor or
writing?
your therapist. Yes, you may.
Yeah, no.
He hands you a business card that does say when you talk to him, while he is acting as Peanut's surrogate, he will never he will never give away any of this information.
Hmm.
He's like, Peanut's going to be paying me a lot of money.
Are you sure about that?
And he's just like, guaranteed.
Okay.
Well, I guess since Peanut didn't learn anything, Renic, should we take this back to your lab?
Yeah, that seems like the best plan.
I just want to try to make sure it gets back to.
Well, if
that
we
place.
are taking the
It's not gonna do them any good.
the Tatzelworm Ichor out of it, then it will not do them any good. We can put it back.
Yeah, you guys want to make a synth? You want to synthesize some shit right now? I'm down. If somehow Voice and Akhana want to make like silver blood, go for it.
Let's turn my blood into silver blood. Why not?
Oh, she fucking Grand Fang
Can we get the
jumps off her.
centrifuge?
It's like, okay, go on.
Centrifuge.
I can just put it in me and then use my own magic to course it through my body.
Oh my god.
I
Don't
don't
have the
think you want to
hospital
take the
standby.
place of this thing. That probably kills you.
No, a lot of things have tried to kill me.
I mean, they are mixing the blood of the planet somehow with this Tatzelworm blood in order to make it stable enough to run their city on. Running that much of the planet's blood through your body probably kills you.
It probably doesn't. Listen.
Wait, hold on.
Executive decision. Let's do it.
Wait, hold on.
Do
Before
it.
we do anything. Wait, Renic, did you study this machine enough to get answers before we send it back?
Well, I mean, are we screen wiping for time to pass, or are we doing this right now?
Right, for sure. We could we can absolutely say that it's just you guys have had time. And if you want to, I would say you have fully studied it with a success. You don't have to make a roll, but if you want it to be a 20, you would have to make a roll. But it's still only wheel.
I mean, I'll make a roll and see if I can hit a 20.
Yeah, for sure. Go for it.
Do it. Kill me.
Fuck me up, fam. All right, somebody's
God.
gonna
I'll
plus
do
that
it.
one.
I will do
absolutely.
it.
All right, let him do it, everybody. Let Renic do it.
Bang.
Okay, this is happening.
So yeah, all right. So what did we figure out? We know that Tatzelworm is an incredibly powerful creature. Its blood is so powerful that it can regulate an entire city. It's just like you would have to find an incredibly powerful source of blood from that. It's like, you got Sal up there, and then you're looking at your vials of blood of samples, and Royce's is glowing fucking teal. It's just like that. That'll do it. Even super diluted Royce's blood would be able to help this city. And it was just it could. I imagine if Akhana rolls a good enough sway check, we could give this. You'd have to tell them the whole time that you were from the Wander crew. Or do you guys just put it back and see if they can figure it out?
Do we just replace it, drain the Tatzelworm blood out of it, fill it up with super diluted Royce's blood, and then just send it back?
Yes.
That's gonna come back.
They'll
to stab
never
us.
know the difference.
They will absolutely know the difference.
They'll never know. It's the perfect plan.
Okay, I was trying to keep up diplomatic relations, and this is not the way.
I would like to not just straight up tell them that we were involved.
It'll be a surprise. It'll help them, yeah?
I mean, they don't have to send adventurers out for this thing anymore.
Unless they're
So we
gonna
send
go
them-
hunt silver
Royce now.
dwarves. Yeah.
See,
And his
that was
family,
what, like,
apparently.
yeah, I'm fine with that. Like, just no one's gonna be dwarf hunting for a while.
Well, they can try.
Was there another option for what we learn?
No, I mean, like that's what you learn.
Okay.
Like, and it's great though because you do know that, couple things. Royce is fucking beyond, like, a lot of you guys. There's like a power level dynamic that I think is happening here, where pretty much all of you are on the same power level. Looking at Royce, you realize for maybe the first time that he is not on your level. Like, he is at least the next step up.
Great.
Cool.
This
We
can
also
only
have
end
another
well.
problem that we may need to address eventually. That my magic is still shooting out gold.
Yep. Sure
Maybe-
is.
Maybe you can
I-
get a bureaumancer to do some bureaumancy to make it where it's illegal to shoot out gold.
Is that how it works?
She just
Chess-
doesn't use her
Chess
magic
looks over
anymore.
and it's just like, Chess is just like, oh, I know some great bureaumancers. Are you looking for a contract, dear? I just like,
No.
if you are concerned about your lightning, I could take away I could take your gold away for a small price. I will. Oh, Chess is like, if you promise to me, if you sign this contract, and he lays it all out. You sign here, then whenever you roll a 1 using your electric powers, it's automatically a 2. You cannot possibly roll a 1. Your electric
What's
powers
it
are
cost?
guaranteed. Every time you roll a 20, any amount of money that you would have created, that goes to me. I get it. Wholesale. No arguing.
No deal.
He raises his hands. You'll be back. They always are. And like, he hops down off of the desk. Peanut was definitely sitting on a desk like a normal cat, and Chess just sat on it like a weird demon with 3 legs. I also think that when Chess crosses his legs, it kind of looks like he's braided his legs together.
I love and hate that at the same time.
Chest is uncomfortable to look at, I feel like. Waist down, Chest is very uncomfortable to look at.
Is that why he's called Chest?
I actually called him Chest because I had one thing saved as a treasure chest, and then I saved him again, and I named him something else, but I couldn't remember what I named him. I was like, Chest, that's his name. It was not his name. Don't look behind the curtains, people. It's not as glamorous as you might think.
Okay.
Oh.
So my problem aside, we'll deal with it later. We're sending
Just
them
roll
Royce
1.
blood.
It's fine.
Yeah, we're sending him Royce blood, it seems like. And like, they're gonna figure it
Still
out. They're
not-
gonna be like, okay.
100% on board
appreciate
with it, but I mean, if this is the best solution we can come up with.
Did we learn anything from the device itself, or just from the blood that was in it?
You how does it work? You learned how to power, like, you found a new energy source that if you fill this thing up with blood, and then you've probably found the recipe, like, figured out, like, you can, what's it called when you backwards create something? You reverse engineer
Reverse
the
engineer.
blood. Yeah, you reverse engineer the fuel. So you know how to make this, as long as you have like a source of powerful enough blood, be it from a giant creature with a massive amount of AP in its bloodstream, like say Royce here, or literally the blood of the planet, which is full of ghosts and spirits. You could power things. You guys are currently using solar power that you found from Dendroid, but this is another. It's like mana batteries, but what if mana batteries were on fucking crack?
All right.
Wow.
Also, they give off a ton of heat. If you do not have them insulated in silver, it's so hot. Nomen is a very hot place to be.
Okay.
Yeah, and there we go, everybody. I think that is the end of Game 9 in this, our Season of Hell. We went to Nomen. I like Nomen. I'm going to do a real quick recap. Please feel free to jump in because this game got a little chaotic. So we started by trying to help Grandmain, where I thought we were going to go rob Obsession, but instead, what we did was open heart surgery and rebuilt Grandmain / Grandfang / Goldmain a heart, which is hilarious. And then you guys went to Nomen to try to figure out how to like either cure him or figure out what's going on with the monstrous clock. He doesn't need curing because he decided he loves being a member of three vampires and a goth girl, which is hilarious. Iskra plays Theremin for 3 vampires and a goth girl, and Akhana plays Kitar, which is hilarious. And I'm sure will definitely come up in the future. You found out that the people in Nomen follow clocks very, very closely, and they were scheduled to go to a concert, so they all went to a concert. Grandmain can steal energy out of things through his singing, so I think we might want to keep an eye on that. He wants to be a vampire, he's cool with it. The protectors of the city are the 4 ladies. One of them that we have met is the Lady Aesthetic. She loves music and really wants you guys to shoot a music video. You stole what was regulating the city's temperature, but then immediately replaced it. And that will come up eventually, but not right now. Peanut got taken to his rehab to quit smoking. And Iskra does not want to give up her golden powers in exchange for all of the gold that she could possibly gain from it to chest. Which is probably a good call. His paperwork's dangerous.
Royce also broke something as we were leaving.
Royce broke Royce broke the gears. Yeah, oh shit, you broke the monstrous clock. Not the full clock, but you broke part of the city. Okay. Add that to reason
Like
that the game the game got the heat got raised for Sunday because of that canonically, for the record. The clock is skipping.
Ooh.
I had to break something.
It's gone erratic. So yeah, everybody, please tune in tomorrow, because we're playing, like, Kira's DMing us tomorrow in a game of Once Upon a Time where we're all going to tell scary stories. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm losing my voice pretty hard here. Then Sunday, we are doing Sleepaway Camp. And then we have most of that week off, and then we start fucking Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right?
Ends on Tuesday.
Ends on Tuesday.
It'll be Friday through Tuesday. So yeah, I feel like this is a good point to wrap the fuck up. So we're gonna heck off. And we will see you tomorrow for Kira DMing Aurel, Patagon, Castor and Pollox, and Peanut, because Alan is gonna play in this game in the system Once Upon a Time. So
Peanut's been through so much this month. That poor cat.
Bye forever.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye forever.
Thank you guys so much for playing. It was really cool.